Hello, everyone. We are coming to you live from our Earth Rangers headquarters. Now, I'm Earth Ranger Sadie, and today we are going to do a super fun craft, and you are going to meet a super cute animal ambassador. But before we get started, let me just give you all a little background on what Earth Rangers is. Now, Earth Rangers is the kids conservation organization. We have over 200,000 members who are kids and students just like yourselves who are super committed and passionate about protecting animals and the environment. Being an Earth Ranger allows them to do a ton of fun things like plant pollinator gardens, save energy at home, even raise money to protect animals. That's right. With our Earth Rangers adoptions program in our new Earth Rangers app, anyone can adopt animals that they love. And these contributions go towards habitat research and restoration. Now, there are tons of amazing animals you can choose from. My personal favorites are the red fox, the Arctic fox, we've got the eastern milk snake, the wolverine, and the grizzly bear. And there are so many more. Now, before we get started, I also want to give a special shout out to Honda. Thank you so much for sponsoring our live today. That is amazing. There they are right there. As well, we have done some of these cool crafts in the past. We've already done 2 other Facebook videos, so you can also check those out. We did For the Birds mission as well. So we've done some awesome things. All right. So if you are just tuning in, I see lots of people saying hello. Hello, everyone. And Lisa even said she has the app and it's super fun. That's amazing. I also have the app as an Earth Ranger. Now, if you're just joining us, I'm coming to you live from the Earth Rangers headquarters. I am Sadie, and today we're going to do a super fun craft. We're going to make binoculars, as you know, and we're going to make a nature journal, all using things in your home and recycled items. So I'm super excited to get to that. Now, the animal ambassador, we're going to meet her first, and she actually helped me come up with this idea to use binoculars because she doesn't have very good eyesight. So she's hoping the binoculars will help her out. So hold on a minute, everyone. I'm going to go get her, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. Now this is Daisy. I'll bring her up closer to the camera so everyone can see her. Now Daisy is a striped skunk. And you could probably tell right away when I took her out because she has those characteristic white stripe down her back. And you can see it goes right down her forehead. Now you can find striped skunks throughout Canada, into the United States, and then down into northern Mexico. Now, these little guys like to live in mixed forests. They'll live at the edge of forests and woodlands. They'll even live in some deserts. And as you know, you've probably seen a skunk around your house before. They like to live in neighborhoods as well in towns. So they're never too far away. Now, like I said, Daisy has that white stripe, right? And it's very, very easy to tell that she's a skunk. Now, since she comes out at night, she's nocturnal. A lot of people think that these colors might help her blend in, especially the black. But in actuality, this white stripe helps Daisy stand out. Now, this white stripe is a really good warning to predators and other animals that might come in contact with her to watch out because she has a very good defense. Now, I know you all know what skunks are known for, right? Their stinky spray. Now, Daisy is able to spray a foul-smelling musk from 2 glands at the base of her tail. Now, they've evolved this method of defense because if you look, Daisy has really tiny legs, so she can't run very fast. Also, Daisy cannot see very well, like I said. That's why she needs binoculars. So this adaptation of this foul-smelling musk helps her escape predators very well. I'm just going to read some comments so far. Chris said, I hope it's a skunk. How did you know, Chris? Sarah says, what a cutie. Bailey says, what a great name, which is true because she doesn't smell like Daisy's. That is for sure. Now, I'm going to let Daisy go on our table so you can kind of see her walk around as I talk about her today. So like I said, yes, Daisy can spray those foul-smelling sprays. Now, what a lot of people don't realize about skunks is that they actually don't want to spray. It's not their very first line of defense. It's pretty stressful, and it can take a long time for them to develop and produce that musk. And then if they use it all up, they're kind of vulnerable to predators until they can remake it. So instead, skunks will give you a couple of warning signs first. First, they may hiss or growl and stomp their front feet. Oh, Daisy's already checking out all of our craft ideas. They might hiss or growl and stomp their front feet. Well, if that doesn't work, they might do a handstand and stick their tails straight up in the air. Now, if all else fails, they turn their bodies in a U shape, keep their eyes fixed on their predator, and keep their tails fixed on them and spray. Skunks have a very accurate spray. They can accurately spray up to 3 meters, but they can still hit targets at 6 meters away. So I don't know about you, but I definitely would not want to be on the receiving end of that spray. Definitely not. Now, I have a question for all of you. What do you think Daisy here likes to eat? Now, you can see I'm kind of feeding her something, but you don't really know what it is. So you guys can all answer and comment what you think Daisy likes to eat as well. If you ask any questions during this live, I will try to get to them throughout the live and at the very end. So also don't be afraid to ask some really good questions. All right, so while I'm waiting for all of your answers to come in about what Daisy likes to eat, I will talk about Daisy's hibernation. So Daisy, like a lot of other animals that live here in Canada, because it gets pretty cold, she'll hibernate. So what she'll do is she'll gorge all summer and all fall. She'll try and put on a really good thick layer of fat, because when it starts to get really cold, what Daisy will do is she'll find an abandoned den. Now, she could dig her own den, but skunks prefer dens that other animals have already abandoned, so they're a little bit less work for her to do. And then she will go into this den, and that's where she sleeps for all of winter. So that's exactly what she'll do during the winter. Now, I do see one question. I'll just do that. Larissa and Sherry asked how old she is. Well, Daisy here is 5 years old. Now, they don't live as long in the wild because even though Daisy's pretty stinky, she does have some predators. Things like golden eagles or bald eagles can possibly get Daisy, as well as great horned owls. Now, birds don't smell as well as, say, maybe a cougar does or a fox, so they have less of a chance of smelling Daisy. They still have to be careful, though, because they could get sprayed by that spray right in the eyes, right? And it burns. So they have to be careful from that. But usually, since they're coming from the sky, they work a little better. Now, in captivity, Daisy can live to 10 plus years. So she can definitely live a lot longer in captivity. But Daisy right now is 5 years old. That was an amazing question. All right, Emily asked if nocturnal or if they are active in the day. That's a fantastic question. So Daisy is actually nocturnal. So that's why she's kind of has this black body, but the white stripe helps her stand out at night in the darkness to let other animals know not to mess with her. As well, since Daisy does not have very good eyesight, it's kind of because she hasn't really had to develop a really good sense of eyesight because she hunts and looks for food at night. So instead, Daisy has a really amazing sense of smell. That's how she typically finds her food, is with this really great sense of smell. Now, I bet you have all answered, so I'm going to come over up close again and read what everyone thought Daisy likes to eat. So let's see. Chris says seeds. Billy says veggies. Julianne says treats. Holly says insects, birds, eggs. Emily says grass, bugs, seeds, nuts, fruits, veggies. Wow, you guys know your skunk facts. You are exactly right. All those things Daisy likes to eat. So Daisy is what we call an omnivore. So she eats plants. So she'll eat fruit. She can eat plants, like you said, seeds, veggies, nuts. But she also likes to eat meat. So she'll eat eggs. She'll eat insects. Daisy will even eat rodents like mice. And that's why she's got these really long claws. I'll show everyone a little closer up. She's got those really long claws, and those are great for digging in the dirt so she can find rodents and insects. Now, that's why skunks are so great, because they help keep pest populations like that down as well. She eats carrion, or animals that are already dead, which help keep environments clean. So Daisy's kind of, despite her smell, which is ironic because she doesn't smell that great, she's very tidy and clean. She likes to clean things up, and she's really great for her own environment. All right. There's a good question from Sherry. Why won't the skunk spray you? So that's a good question. Me and Daisy actually hang out a lot together. We're pretty close, and I spend a lot of time working with her. So we're pretty good friends. And skunks, again, like I said, only spray if they're scared or if it's their last resort. So Daisy feels pretty comfortable with me, and that's why she's just kind of comfortable munching on some treats and meeting all of you today. All right, so keep those questions coming in. I think we're going to start our craft. So I'll hand Daisy off, and then we'll grab her again at the end, and we'll surprise her with her pair of binoculars. All right, everyone. So I hope everyone has their materials. If not, feel free. You can always come back to this video and see how to make your very own wildlife binoculars and a journal, all right, that we can write your observations in. Okay, so let me get all my supplies. They're just down here because I didn't want Daisy to see them all yet. So what you're going to start with is we're going to make them out of toilet paper rolls. So just stuff you can find around your own home. So we have 2 toilet paper rolls. That's going to be our binoculars, as you can see. Now, I have a 3rd toilet paper roll because this one is important. This one's going to kind of tie them together. So how about we start with that? So with one of your toilet paper rolls, all you're going to do is cut down the middle like this and break it open. So it's kind of open like this. Everyone can see that? Awesome. Now you're going to put that over top of your 2 other toilet paper rolls. So I'm going to put them down for a second. I'm just going to spread this over top like that. There we go. Everyone sees that. Awesome. Okay, and then all you have to do is tape that. You can glue it as well, whatever you would like to do. I just got to find the end of this tape. Oh, there it is. All right, awesome job. So some fun things you can do while I'm just taping this, but some fun things that you can do with your binoculars. I kind of thought of some ideas. We've all thought them up. So you can help your family make them, and you can play I Spy, so everyone can kind of look through their backyard and describe what they're seeing and see if other people can guess what you're guessing. So that's a really good idea as well. Also, using these with your nature journal, you can maybe go through different seasons. So I'm going to tape the other side also as well. So everyone tape the other side. But maybe you can look through different seasons and see how maybe your favorite tree changes through the seasons. Or maybe if you put food out for animals, does your bird feeder get different visitors depending on what season it is? So you can definitely use your binoculars for that as well. There are tons of fun things you can do with it. But all right, so I've taped my 1 toilet paper roll over the other 2. So now I have my binoculars, but now you can't just carry them around. You have to put them around your neck, right? So they're easy to carry. So what you can do is take scissors. Make sure you ask your parents to help you as well if you need to use scissors. I actually have a hole punch as well. So I'm going to just make 2 holes near the top of my binoculars on both sides. So right here and right here. And then I'm going to tie my string through it. So let me just try and figure out how to do this. Okay, I did 1. Awesome. Okay, let's do the other side. Awesome. So I got 2 holes now at the top of my toilet paper roll. It's kind of hard to see, I know. And then all you have to do is take a string, it can be any kind of string, and you're just going to tie that through both sides so that they're like a necklace and you can wear them around your neck so you won't lose them when you're out exploring in nature. Especially if you're like climbing up hills or something, or if it's in the winter and you're walking through really deep snow, you don't want to drop them, right? So we'll put that through here. Okay, awesome. There we go. All right, so there we go. I've tied them through. Now I can put them on. There you go. Now you can look through them. I'll come up closer, actually, everyone. And I'll look at you through them. There we go. These are mine. There we go. Awesome. So if you see mine, I've got the holes on both sides, and now they're around my neck. Earth Ranger said those look great, Sadie. Thank you. But they're not done yet. So you guys can also decorate your binoculars. So I've got some stickers here, some animal stickers. So I'll put a couple of those on. And you can decorate yours any way you like. You can draw nature on them. You can color them in. You can use stickers as well. So I'll just kind of put some stickers on mine. Awesome. Cool. Maybe I'll take a marker. Maybe I'll write my name on them. So yeah, you guys can, anyone can decorate them however you want. And also when you decorate them, make sure if you want to post any photos or tag Earth Rangers in them, I'm sure we would love to see all your binoculars and what you all come up with, trying to make them unique. All right, so that is how we make our binoculars, and I'm going to show Daisy soon, but before, I'll also show you the second part to this craft. Now, we also are going to make a wildlife journal or a nature journal. Now, I've kind of already made one, but I'll show you. It's very easy. So this is mine. So I've been working on it for a couple of weeks now. So mine says Sadie's Nature Journal. Now, all you have to do, you can make this out of scrap paper around your home. All you have to do is just kind of fold them in half together, so it's kind of like a book. I just hole punched them 3 times and tied some string, if you can see, around these. So if I want to add more pages, all I would have to do is undo the strings and add more pages and then put them back on. So then it's like a never-ending wildlife journal. So I'll show you some things I have in mind. So I went on a nature walk today around here, and I found some of these feathers. Now, I think this one is from a turkey vulture, and I think this one might be from a red-tailed hawk. So you can find feathers if you go on hikes. Oh, I found lots more feathers. So maybe if you go on a trip to Australia, you might see some feathers like this. These are laughing kookaburra feathers. So that's awesome. Now, when I was also on my walk, I ran into some familiar animal faces. So this is Finnegan, the bald eagle, and we've definitely done a Facebook Live about him as well with Earth Ranger Chris. So if you want to meet more about Finnegan, I also saw Gizmo, the Eurasian eagle owl. So you feel welcome if you see animals or anything on your nature walks or hikes. You can take pictures of them, print them out, put them in your nature book. You can draw pictures. So look at this. Earth Ranger Kyla helped me draw this because I saw a barn owl, Sonic the barn owl, who was in the last craft Facebook Live. So she drew a picture. I found one of his feathers. There we go. And I also found one of his casts. So this is a pellet that owls spit back up. So I put this all in my nature journal. And this is all just stuff I found around today in the forest. So it's super fun, super easy to make, all with recycled items. And plus you can grow it and see when you visit new places, what do you find? Maybe you can do ponds versus forests. So definitely make your nature journal, and you can use your binoculars to look for stuff as well. All right, so I'm just going to quickly move some of this stuff off the table so we don't distract Daisy, because we're going to show her now our binoculars. Okay, everyone? She's super excited. She's been waiting for these binoculars. We'll leave our nature journal, and me and Daisy will see what kind of things we can find with our binoculars. All right, so just 1 second. Right? So I have Daisy back. Let's put her on the table. Go this way. All right, let's see how she likes her binoculars. We'll look at her through them. So everyone, if you want to, also, I actually made binoculars, what they would look like if you were looking at Daisy. So we'll put our binoculars down over top of our camera. Oh, there we go. Where's Daisy? We're moving it. Oh, there she is, right? There she is. Awesome job. So it's like you all are looking at Daisy through your own set of toilet paper binoculars. So that's what Daisy would look like if you were looking at them through there. Now, if you can look really close, you can probably see what she's munching on. I just gave her a little bit of meat, so she liked that. Now here, if you're looking through it, here's a blackberry. There it is, Daisy. Awesome. So this is what it would look like if you were looking at Daisy through the binoculars. So that is pretty awesome. See, I told you these definitely work. Right, Daisy? I'm sure Daisy would like to give those a try as well. She needs her own pair of binoculars for sure, because she does not have very good eyesight. All right, awesome job. Thank you so much for putting those binoculars on there. Now, let's look at Daisy. Let's see if she can look through the binoculars a little bit. Oh, there she goes. She looked right into my own binoculars. Good job, Daisy. Now, as we wander around, you can look through anything, try and find all your binoculars as well. I actually think I spot a barn owl right there using my binoculars. That is Justine. She was in our Facebook Live last week. So for sure, if you want to learn how to make your own owl out of a pine cone, that is absolutely a great video to watch as well. All right, now I think I'm going to answer some questions. So let's see what everyone has to say. Yeah, so if anyone has any questions from before, maybe we'll just scroll up a little bit and see if we can find some more questions from before. I don't want to miss any. So let's see. If anyone has any questions, for sure, feel free. So someone actually asked, how do we come up with the animal names? Now, that's a really good question. So sometimes we have naming contests and people can help name our animals. That's always a good one. Sometimes we kind of have to wait to meet the animal and kind of see what their personality is. Now, Daisy's name is just kind of funny because she does smell a little bit. She doesn't smell like daisies, but that's also a very good question. Awesome job, everyone. All right. So I think if nobody has any more questions, Daisy is trying to, I think, look through my binoculars right now. Good job, Daisy. Oh, so Vivian wants to know how much skunks can see. So that's a good question. Daisy isn't completely blind. She can see a little bit. So she definitely could recognize me or say someone she knew pretty close up, but it's definitely for far distances. Daisy cannot see very well. So that's why a lot of times when people get sprayed by skunks, not on purpose, it's because you just startled them. So when you open your back door without turning your light on, or maybe when you let your dog outside, sometimes it spooks them. They just get startled and they spray because, right, they don't have very good eyesight. So it's kind of like a blur. But they're not completely blind. Chris is asking, why do skunks live in cities? There's one in my neighborhood. That's an awesome question, Chris. Well, like I said before, Daisy has an amazing sense of smell. And one thing that smells maybe not great to us, but it definitely smells good to animals like Daisy is garbage. So we do have a lot of garbage in our cities, a lot of food that we kind of leave out. And that can attract animals like Daisy. So that's why it's also always important that we keep our garbage, wildlife safe and lock it up to make sure that no skunks or other animals can get into it. That's an awesome question. Holly asked, do skunks see in black and white? From Isabel and Noah. That's a great question. So skunks can see in color. They can see in color. They just don't see very well. But that would be funny if they saw in black and white because Daisy is black and white. So that's an awesome question. Thank you so much. Billy said, do skunks live in groups? So not really. Skunks are more solitary animals. Sometimes they'll find a mate. So a male and a female might hang out together and find some food during the breeding season. As well, the mother will live with her kits or her babies until they are full grown. Not full grown, but weaned off and ready to leave the den. But yeah, so they normally do, though, kind of wander alone and live in groups certain times of the year. Olivia would like to know, do skunks hibernate in winter? That is an awesome question. So yes, skunks will hibernate. Like I said before, she'll eat lots and lots of food. She'll gorge herself, get a really big, thick layer of fat, and then she will sleep for the winter. Now, they can actually lose about 50% of their body weight while they're sleeping because they're not eating. So yeah, they can actually, that's really beneficial for them to lose all of that, eat all that food because it comes in handy because they lose it when they're sleeping because they don't get up to eat. How many babies are in a litter, Holly says? That's a good question. So they can have between 2 to 12 kits or babies. But on average, I would say it's more 4 to 6 babies that they have. We'll just let Daisy wander around for a bit. So usually, on average, probably 4 to 6, but they can have anywhere from 2 to 12. These are awesome questions, everyone. Great job. Vivian wants to know if you can put her mouth closer to the screen so she can see her mouth better. I think I can do that. Come here, Daisy. Oh, there we go. Good job, Daisy. So here, I'll feed her a piece of food. So Daisy has really, you can kind of see those long claws there. Those are great for digging in the dirt and finding insects. She's also got some little sharp teeth because she likes to eat snails as well, insects. She can get into just about anything, and she's got a really cute nose, which is awesome, again, for smelling out all of her delicious food. So Emily Roberts says, do skunks live all over Canada or in certain areas only? Oh, Daisy's looking through my binoculars again. So skunks are mostly found throughout the southern regions of Canada. That's a great question. We actually even do have a different type of skunk, a spotted skunk, that lives in southern British Columbia. But yes, these skunks are found throughout southern Canada. That was a great question. And Chris says she's even closer queued up. She definitely is, and she's super cute. Yeah, so of course, give some likes and hearts for Daisy. I think that's everything for us today, right, Daisy? Oh, I just don't want her. She's wearing my binoculars now. All right, thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. Don't forget to check out our other crafts and other missions as well in the Earth Rangers app. We have the For the Birds mission, which allows you to make a really cute, super cute bird feeder. And you can use the code 4birds21 in the Earth Rangers app, and that will unlock some points and some other missions as well. Thank you so much again, Honda, for sponsoring today's live. Daisy loved meeting all of you. You had some amazing questions, and we really hope you enjoy your binoculars. Don't forget to post some photos and tag us of you using them. All right, everyone. Bye for now.